Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Superman and Lois Season 4. So Superman and Lois Season 3 is only a week or so old from being wrapped up, with us ending on one hell of a cliffhanger with Superman hurtling towards Doomsday on the goddamn moon. Now, of course, that cut to black that was in the episode after that moment was, a bit painful at the time, but we did know going into the finale that there was going to be a bit of a cliffhanger leading into Season 4, so I guess we shouldn't have been that shocked. But at the same time, I think that was more than just a bit of a cliffhanger. It was a pretty big cliffhanger, literally leaving most of us, on the edge of our seat going, no, wait, you can't end there. But yeah, we won't be getting the payoff from that until the airing of Season 4 starts, obviously, which we know will be in 2024. That would have been the case regardless of what is going on at the world at the moment, or more specifically, Hollywood. But what do we know about Season 4 so far? Of course, there have been various little things that have come out, or at least, different pieces that have come out. So in this video, we're going to combine them all into one, as well as just sort of assume or at least guess where things are heading based off the ending and what we know. So does that sound good? Hopefully, because it's what we're going to be doing in this video. But in the comment section, do let me know what you're looking forward to most in Superman and Lois Season 4. And I guess just your overall thoughts on the stuff we talk about in this video. But yeah, mainly let me know what you're looking forward to the most in Season 4. Because, is it Lex? Is it the cliffhanger? Is it, the new, angle the show is going to be handling? Let me know. Now, the first thing to mention is actually something relating to Season 3 of Superman and Lois, and that is just the release date for HBO Max, or Max now, for the whole season, and that is on July 28th. Now, that doesn't come as too much of a surprise, as the shows from the CW and other networks, connected to Max or HBO Max, get released about a month after they finish airing on TV. So Season 3 ended airing on the CW at the end of June, so it makes sense that it would premiere on Max at the end of July. So yeah, that's just for those that might find that information useful in case you are planning on rewatching this season, or maybe for some reason, if you are watching this video at the moment, have not watched Season 3, so you can watch it for the first time. But yeah, just a bit of an info drop there for those that might find it useful. But yeah, the first Season 4 specific thing to talk about is the release date, which is a hard thing to really narrow down on because it could be around the time it came out for this season, or due to current circumstances, it could be pushed back later. Now, of course, we will be waiting until 2024 for Season 4 to hit our screens at the very least. It's pretty obvious that's going to happen. But one lingering concern for all TV, mainly, at least TV mainly, is the writer strike that is going on at the moment in Hollywood. Now, whilst it's still going on, it seems there has been a bit of a break in regards to any major updates to the whole situation that is going on with that, but there hasn't been anything agreed to. Now, luckily for Superman and Lois, if you want to say luckily, because of the distance between now and the rough release date area of sometime in the first half of next year for Season 4, it shouldn't be directly affected, or at least you wouldn't think so, but the flow-on or domino effect from other shows and projects being impacted, obviously on the CW as well, could impact Superman and Lois in a minor way, this maybe being its release date. But the thing is that I think there's only one show that's planned to be filmed by, Warner Brothers, an American show, and be released at the end of the year, which I think is all American. And if that's delayed, that could affect it. But that's only if really it's on the same night as Superman and Lois, which I don't think it would be anyway. So with how things are set up with the CW, how they're acquiring all these, all these international shows, I think if there were actual delays in filming and stuff for, shows being, shows filmed in America, because of the limited amount of shows that the CW has that are filmed in America, I don't know if it actually affected in any way either, but it may. So just to put a bit of an asterisk there, that it might be affected if things get pushed back, and there could be a flow-on effect. But really, the main thing that you could argue that could be pushed back is the start of filming, which would affect everything, including Superman and Lois, because of course, they can't write any episodes until the strike is over and a deal is met. Which makes sense. Now, they'd probably have most of the ideas for next season written down somewhere just due to the nature of how Season 3, ended and left us on that cliffhanger. But in regards to any scripts or, screenplays and stuff like that, you wouldn't think any of that would have been started as of yet before the strike started. So work on that will have to wait, and you can't film without a script. Well, I guess you can, but you'd prefer if you know what you were doing when the cameras are rolling. So, it's pretty safe to have a script before you start filming. Now, of course, one of the other big changes that was revealed before the Season 3 finale even aired was the cast changes, where only the Kent family of Clark or Superman, Lois, Jordan, and Jonathan would be continuing as series regulars from the already established characters leading into this season. along with Michael Cudlitz's Lex Luthor, who was upgraded to series regular as well, alongside them after his short but impactful 2-episode guest starring role to wrap up the season. Now, the actors or characters that were not kept on as series regulars were offered some guest starring / recurring roles for up to 3 episodes. It could have been 1 episode, could have been 2, could have been 3, probably depends on the character, with the only actor that we know 100% confirmed at this stage to have taken the deal, because they said that they had, was Indy Navarrete, who plays Sarah on the show. Though it does seem like Kyle, played by Eric Valdez, is also another character that will be returning in some way, whether it's 1 episode, 3 episodes, 2 episodes, something like that. Now, Dylan Walsh, who plays General Sam Lane, seems to be the first character we know won't be returning, at least based on some stuff off social media, though the actors who also play Lana and also John Henry are supposedly not coming back either, but I don't think that's been confirmed. The only thing is that the actress who plays Lana, Emmanuel, didn't post anything when the finale was airing or leading up to it or anything like that. At least I didn't see it, so that could be a sign that, yeah, she's not coming back and she was a bit pissed off with everything that happened because, yeah, it would have been frustrating because they obviously liked doing the show. But with Sam Lane, it's going to be very interesting if that character doesn't show up again, because the last thing we see happen to him on screen is him getting tased and taken away. And I guess they're going to kill him off screen, maybe? I don't know. I have to wait and see what happens there. But, I mean, if that's the case, then Lois is going to have a bit of a struggle at the beginning of next season. Her dad's probably been killed, and who knows what's going to happen with Superman. Now, because all those series regulars are leaving, people are going, okay, there's not going to be many people on this show, but that might not be the case. Are there going to be new series regulars that are, well, cheaper? You know, like that's where those other actors and characters, I guess, are being removed. Cost, you know, to lower the budget. So will there be cheaper actors brought in to fill out the show? And you might be wondering, well, how much cheaper will they be? Well, you know, as each season goes on, or they, you know, get re-signed contracts and stuff, you get paid more money. So they're probably at the point, maybe after 3 seasons, where all those series regulars, or at least the majority of them, would have gotten pay increases. So, you know, that would have been a reason to, this is the time to sort of shift on and move things around. So it wouldn't surprise me if there are new characters that come in. I just don't know how it would work. It probably depends on the location, which we'll talk about in a second. But of course, we do have Lex Luthor's crew there, which were only in 2 episodes. So they might be a part of that new series regular thing. If, you know, because Lex is going to be a series regular. So just, I guess, keep an eye on that. But if there are any new additions, I'm sure we're going to find out before they even start filming. But the one thing I slightly mentioned before, location. Now, that's a big question that people have leading into the season. Where is season 4 going to take place, especially with all these characters leaving? Are we going to have the first few episodes of season 4, which we know is only 10 episodes anyway, so pretty much a third of the episodes? Are they going to be in Smallville and then they leave, as in the Kents leave? Because you can't imagine them staying in Smallville if those characters aren't going to be regulars anymore. Or do they just say that they just don't run into them anymore? Unless those characters specifically that aren't continuing on also leave Smallville, and then the ones that are only there for a few episodes are only there for a few episodes and then they leave. I guess that's going to be one of the first things we find out, what's going on specifically location-wise because of set photos, because that downtown Smallville set, I mean, it'll be destroyed if they aren't going to use it, because they'll be like, well, we're not going to pay for it, so we'll just get rid of it. And apparently the Kent farm's already gone anyway. They're not going to be using that next season. So that's going to be one of the things we probably find out first. But once again, we don't know exactly when they're going to start filming. So we'll be waiting months and months until we even learn anything around that. So yeah, you can keep your eyes and ears out for that, but you'll be waiting a while. But that should be one of the first things we learn and give us a suggestion as to where things are going. Now, obviously, storylines is something that people are wondering because, you know, is it going to be Death of Superman? And to be honest, I'd be surprised if they did this unless we do get a time jump for like half a year or maybe a year, maybe where Superman has been gone and Jordan has progressed as Superboy, seeing how to sort of take over the crime fighting. So we could pick up at the beginning of season 4 and see like the last 30 seconds or something of that fight, and maybe it seems that both of them dies in Doomsday and Superman, and then we jump forward a year, maybe Superman is still gone, and then there's some sort of like comeback process for Superman, whatever that might be. But during that time, Jordan has developed as a superhero and as Superboy, maybe has a new suit, everything like that. And of course, we can find out what happened to certain characters. And that time jump would maybe allow them that, oh, these, you know, Lana moved on with John Henry, they moved somewhere. You know, Sarah and this are planning to move out, and this happened to Chrissy, and this happened to Sam Lane, or whatever it might be. So that time jump would allow them to fill in the gaps there and explain what happened to certain people, while also allowing progression off screen for a character like Jordan, also letting Superman be gone, but us not having to spend 5 episodes with him gone. He could come back in episode 2 or even in the end of episode 1, but we just know that he's been gone for a long time. And also this time jump would allow Lex to potentially build up his empire again, because people are wondering what's Lex going to do. And I don't think anyone's extremely confident which angle they're going to go with. Is he going to go and be like this big business guy again, or is he going to be more underground and grungy or whatever it is? Like, who knows which way he's going to go. But if he feels like Superman is gone, maybe he becomes very crime bossy, like mobstery, and sort of maybe fills in that void now because Bruno Mannheim's gone, but takes it to the next level. That could maybe what happens there. But also this could also see Lois return to like elite journalism at the Daily Planet to sort of combat Lex, because she didn't stand down and Lex wasn't very happy about that. So it depends which way Lois goes, depending whether she mourns Superman too much and like doesn't really do anything, or, you know, gets on the front foot and returns to that to try and fight Lex in that manner. So we'll wait and see. I wouldn't mind going to that journalism route with Lois and seeing her go back to the Daily Planet, but depends where the show's set, I guess. Now, Comic-Con, don't expect a Comic-Con appearance for the show, which makes sense due to the writer's strike. It seems DC's not going as a whole, so yeah, like they don't have anything to show. Like Todd Helbing, I don't think would be able to go because he's a showrunner, which means he's a writer. So yeah, he wouldn't be able to go because of the strike. So yeah, maybe there could be something at New York Comic Con. Probably depends on what's going on filming wise and all of that. It will be a wait and see, but I wouldn't expect many updates in regards to Superman and Lois for at least a while. So that's why I thought I'd make this video and just gather what we know, because it'd be surprising if anything came out, unless it came from the actors themselves. And even then, they wouldn't have scripts or general ideas, so they wouldn't be able to say too much anyway. So that's why I thought I wanted to make this video right now, and then it's just here. It's just here for a bit, because we could be waiting, what is it, July? I mean, we could be waiting until maybe even October, yeah, like 3 months or something to really get anything. So hopefully it's sooner than that, but we might be waiting a bit longer than that. Hopefully not, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome. Could drop a like on it to show support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on this stuff, what you're looking forward to in season 4, any theories, any concerns, let me know in the comments. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.